Alrighty, y'all. It is Wednesday, May the 7th. We still not coming outside. Darling, we still aren't going outside. Do you understand me? We still are not coming outside. We're not going outside. Okay? Yes, you recreated a king moment to try to incentivize us to come on out. We know. And we know that as long as these people refuse to dethrone this regime because suddenly they don't know how to fight back as soon as it's one of their own on the throne. Like I said, if it was one of us up there, if it was Miss Ma'am doing half of what they're doing, they would have burnt DC down to the ground already and not even hesitated. There would be no questions of, we can't do that. That would never work. It would be done. It would be done already, months ago. But because it's not one of us, they for some reason are held by the magic that they just can't rebel. They can't let it go. And we already went into the reasons why. Letting go of the structure that has supported you, even if it's subconscious, is hard. Realizing the structure is rotted and you got to let it go is hard. There's a lot of stuff. This is the first time you have to fight and we can't be on the front lines, and you're used to that. You're used to that. Throughout the history of this country, as much as you talk shit about us, you're used to us being the human shields. We're the motivators, we're the magical Negroes in the background motivating you, then we're also the frontline shields, and then y'all come up in the back and take all the credit when the win happens and go, yay, we worked with you after we're all locked up in the first few rounds. It's not funny. I'm not saying that for judgment or anything like that. Point is, as long as this is going on, this is why we keep saying y'all ain't mad enough and we need y'all to do this. Has to be y'all. We can't fight for ourselves. We don't count as people anymore. Well, we really never did here. So, but now, especially in states like Tennessee and Oklahoma, they are making sure everybody knows that we're here for sport. Okay? So while y'all are just watching the clock roll back on that, we're not coming outside. What we are doing is we have the names of these people. And if I know Blue Bacon, I know they have money coming in other ways. They probably own a restaurant. Their partner owns something. Their family owns something. Their siblings own something. Find it. Okay, find it and move your money. Do you hear me? We cannot get in the streets, but we can make sure they hear us with our dollars because we're the spending block. We're the spending block. And this shit where they treat us like that and then still want our money. No. We're not doing that anymore. They don't get our money. So wherever we need to cut it off is where we cut it off. For as long as we are stuck here and for as long as we're waiting for them to realize that they're going to have to get their hands dirty, and I know they don't want to do it, while we wait for all of that, we move our money. We're not spending it with those people. We're not supporting it. We're not paying into it. Whatever you need to cut off, whatever you need to stop paying, wherever you need to stop patronizing, whatever shops you need to, look it up. That's it. Okay? They don't get our money. Okay, they take our lives, they don't get our dollars. They can't have both. They can't have both. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, we can talk a little bit more about this whole ICC and Mr. Iverson and the human rights first, because that's like the bridge that I keep forgetting to mention, and for folks who are like, it's complicated. It's complicated, but essentially, okay, Human Rights First is the group that is here. They filed the federal complaint in D.C. on behalf of Mr. Iverson as well as the ICC. So that is how this international court is getting involved in this suit and this claim without having to deal with the administration not recognizing it, because they just decided they won't recognize any outside authorities because he's a God King. And we're letting the two-teethers run with that. So we've got a God King prophet, Grandpa Sundown, running everything. Oh my God. Anyway, so this is a federal suit, and it does name the administration. It is him. It is, I forgot if Sugar Daddy Doo-Doo's in there. I don't think he's in there. I think it's actual team members because this is regarding, you know, the international stuff. So it's Blondie, it's Rubio, it's all of them. Okay. These people are also named in the issues going on with the UN, and the ICC is connected to that one as well. That is the complaint from Venezuela to the ICC, and the UN got involved in that one. So the ICC is like involved in both of these things, and it has the same sets of names. Okay, in both of these cases, the UN has already found that El Salvador is engaging in illegal activity. We talked about that. But if you notice, lately, they stopped accepting people who don't have proof of due process. So in addition to them having to correct the people they've taken and whatever, figure out who's what and send them where they need to go, they're now suddenly asking for proof of due process. Hey, did that person have a trial or did you just pick them up yesterday? So while El Salvador is trying to do that so they don't lose that $300 million they're supposed to get from the UN, we, the good guys that we are, trying to find other countries that aren't going to care about silly things like human rights, where we can just sweep people off the streets and disappear them to another country. Because again, these folks don't know what to do and they're hoping the rest of the world stops him first. So it is exciting, but, I'm not holding my breath for anything that is essentially technically still under the rule of this system to enforce, because we had the highest court in the land tell this dude stuff he needed to do, and he did not listen, and absolutely nothing happened. A hacker group had to get involved and say, okay, fine, we're going to start releasing the flight list. We're going to start releasing the pilot names, the agent names, since you guys aren't complying with anything. Like, the hackers had to go do it. No one else is doing shit. Literally, it is just the people. Literally, it is just the people. Some of the courts here and there may be doing something, but these red states, y'all fucked. Okay, they brought back segregation. They're killing black people for sport again. That they are, okay? And we're over here paying for it and they don't even know it. All right, over here in California, the cesspool place where they can't afford to visit. We're paying for that. We're paying for those fuckers to go and take us out. Do you understand me? Do you understand how deep this goes when I say we're keeping our dollars to ourselves then? You don't want our black lives? Then cool. Don't take our black dollars. Plain and simple. Very plain and simple. It's interesting. It's like these people, they always wrap up their horribleness in the faith, right? It's how come everyone hates Christians? They just hate Christians for no reason. We don't hate Christians. We don't hate Jesus. We don't like you. Stop saying that the horrible things you do are Christ-like, okay? We want the right to yell slurs at autistic toddlers. That's freedom of speech. We white people are uniting for the first time in generations for the right to call autistic toddlers the N-word. Freedom. I'm going to say it every day until it's okay to call children slurs. Like, those people will turn around and go, I don't understand. People just don't like me because I'm a Christian. You can't hate me for my faith. Baby, show me in your book where good old Jesus said any of what you just said right there. I'll wait. I'll wait. Not right now because I don't have that kind of time, but I will wait for you to show me where good old Jesus said, yes, you have fight for the freedom to call toddlers slurs. That's what I want. Okay, you show me where Jesus was like, yay, capitalism. I love pew-pews. Show me where it is. Show me where he was like, ugh, hungry kids. Ha, fuck that. Show me where that was. Or was there a story where he literally stretched the fish and bread so everyone could eat for free? Do they not tell that story? I bet they took it out, didn't they? The pastors, especially at like 412, that's probably one of they're like, don't read that one. Don't read that one. He's over there like being all woke, giving people food for free, using his miracles for free. Don't read that one. Okay, that's not real. That's woke Jesus. All right, no, baby, that's the OG. That's the one. That's the one. I'm sure you're gonna hop in here and tell me Jesus said the gays. No, he didn't. Show me a red letter part where he says that. Even in the translation, that doesn't happen. And by the way, we say this every time. The original text says nothing about gay people. It talks about the people that the steeple people protect, the diddlers. It talks about them. It says they're bad. But since y'all have special insurance for specifically diddlers, yeah, it got changed to be gay people instead of the actual bad people. And again, this is a book that was written by men at least 100 years after anyone knew. Talking about the New Testament, okay? In the Old Testament, even nobody there knew Jesus. So again, it's all hearsay and retells from men. But sure, tell us again how we all can't stand you because you're so Christ-like, and that's the reason we don't like you. We'll wait. While we wait, I'm going to go ahead and make a part 2.